And of course, you're listening to African Cocktail, the 66th episode, coming to you from Africa Radio. We're broadcasting from Columbus, the state of Ohio, the United States of America. It's exactly 19 minutes to 12. And at this moment, we're moving to Central Africa. And of course, when we get to Central Africa, we'll move to the southwest regional capital of Buea. And in Buea, we have our correspondent, Ifaana Qualar, who is definitely going to be with a guest, talking live from that part of the world in this edition of African Cocktail. So, Ifaana, if you are listening to me, you're welcome to African Cocktail.
Good afternoon, listeners, and welcome to African Cocktail. We are here in Buea, southwest region of Cameroon, and directly under the chariot of God, where everything is forever fresh. And with me, I have Ivan Namme, one of the greatest Cameroon actors, if I can say. He started acting when many people in Cameroon did not know much about acting. So how are you doing, Ivan?
I'm doing good.
Okay, so who is Ivan Namme?
Ivan Namme was born in Buea. I did my primary education here in Buea. Secondary education in Buea before moving to the Northwest Province, where in Bangui I did my high school. And then I came back to Buea, where I did JMC, Journalism and Mass Communication, the University of Buea. And thereafter I work in our local council as the public relations officer. And then thereafter, I had to step out of the country where I did my master's in Denmark in corporate communication.
Okay, so when did you start acting, Ivan?
Well, I can say I've been acting all my life. But we're talking about formal acting. I started when this great production in 2006, an Albo-Gilbert production with some Nigerians. They had this wonderful production, Before the Sunrise. That was in 2005, 2006.
Okay. And you talked about doing journalism and mass communication. What inspired you to start acting?
I've always had a passion for acting. As a kid growing up, I always took part in our church acting activities. So I've always had a passion. So when this opportunity came, I wasn't going to let it slip away.
Okay. So what was your first movie experience like? Having the camera in front of you and the director's like action. How did it feel?
Surprisingly, I just took it like what happens in daily life. That's why I could be part of that production, because what happened is we had heard that there were some Nigerian professionals around town. So just like some of those excited people around, I went there to see the Fred Amata, the Dakore, Zakwaji, but I ended up being, a lead actor in the production that we came to do. So,
was it all joy, fun?
It wasn't fun it wasn't fun 100%. It was quite challenging as well.
Okay. But when I noticed that you've been acting for some time, we didn't see you in Cameroon, we didn't see you around Buea. Maybe I didn't see you. So where were you?
Yeah, like I said, when I did this production, there I was working with our local council, Buea Council. Thereafter, I decided to further my education. So I traveled out of the country. I went to Denmark, where I did a master in corporate communication. So I guess within that period, I wasn't just around. That's why people keep not seeing me around.
So how many movies have you acted?
5.
5 movies. And how many movies have you produced?
1. I just produced my movie, A Little Lie, Little Cure.
Okay, A Little Lie, Little Cure, that was your movie?
That was my movie. I have the producer and an executive producer.
I watched it, it was interesting.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks very much.
So now what is your appreciation of the Cameroon movie industry?
I want to look at it from an actor's point of view. I think it's interesting we taking into consideration when I started in 2006, so many things have changed. I think the resources is there. The resources are there in terms of like talent. We have wonderful actors and crew members coming up. But in terms of as a structure, I think we still have a very long way to go. We don't have a formal structure to put all the different actors under this cinematography industry together. So I think that is what is lacking in theater.
Okay, so what advice would you give to the Cameroon movie industry if you were to advise the Cameroon movie industry?
I'm part of it. I think what I would say is we have not gone too far, but there's having. So I don't think it can lead us anywhere.
Okay. Now I want to get a little up close and personal with you. So apart from acting and production movies, what do you do?
I do business. I spare cars. I spare things or items from Europe.
Okay, so that means a car just call you.
Yeah, definitely.
That's nice. And can you share the secret of your success with us?
First of all, I can't talk about success without calling my foundation, who is the Lord Almighty. I think I always put my knees on the ground before I engage in anything, because it's very important. It's very important to identify yourself somewhere before you can get somewhere. And then I talk about dedication. I think I dedicate myself in whatever I do. I would think about success, and if success doesn't come, I understand. If success doesn't come, I understand perfectly that in this world that we are living, it's not all about success. At times you feel just because it's a wonderful reason for you to learn more, so that when you're engaging again, you do better.
Okay. The last time I visited your place, I noticed you have a lot of books all over and you have a computer. So how do you spend your leisure time? Like you read all the time?
I read most times, not all the times. I also find time for leisure, which is very important. Like going out, I like to sit on the beach, like liaising with friends. Yeah, but I think I really enjoy when I'm writing.
Okay. So what's your favorite color?
Blue.
Blue. Light blue?
Oh, I have a thing with not just big blue, but sky blue. I have a thing with sky blue because of my color. I'm black.
Yes, you are. What's your favorite food?
Equan.
Equan. Oh, that's nice. And apart from that, do you have a girlfriend? Are you married?
Right now, I'm engaged. I'm not married. I'm married. Yeah.
You're engaged. Okay, that's nice. What's the most embarrassing moment?
My most embarrassing moment. I don't know how I should look at it, but I think my most embarrassing moment is when I was with my daughter watching my film, A Little Light, Little King, and there was this kissing thing, and she came to me and said, "Dad, you should have been doing that to my mother."
That's very, very intelligent.
Yeah,
and I know the kissing thing. I know that very well. I know it very well. So are there any other projects in the pipeline?
Yes, right now we are doing pre-production on my next project, which is coming out as Smoke Screen. We are looking forward to shoot probably in November.
Are there some people in the movie industry that you would like to say, I look up to these people, or I say a big thank you to these people?
Definitely. I always say thank you to my good friend Bob Gilbert, Quinta Ashu. There's Jeff, who came behind me, but he has been very instrumental as well. And then my good friend and co-producer, Afo York.
Okay. It's nice having you on the show, Ivan.
Yeah.
It's very interesting talking with you.
The pleasure is all mine.
Hello, Ifaana.
So,
yeah, hello, Ifaana. I'll have just one last question for your guest before he goes away. Ivan, you came to the limelight through Before the Sunrise. Later on, it was The Blues Kingdom. Then you did Forsaken Rose with Neba Lawrence. Then that was it, and nobody ever got to see Ivan until now that you're coming back, but in a different capacity as a producer. So, does it mean that you are calling quits from the movie set?
No. The good thing about acting is there is no age limit. You know, you can come from any angle. You can come as a kid. You can come as a young man. You can come as a mid-aged man. You can come as an old man. I know you haven't watched A Little Light, Little Girl. I also acted in the movie, so I'm just into everything.
Right. Okay. Thank you so much, Ivan. Ifaana?
Yes, Ernest.
Okay, so thank you so much for having Ivan Namme as one of our guests at large out there. Do have a fantastic rest of the day out there in Boya, and we wish you well. Good luck to Ivan, and thanks so much for joining us on African Cocktail today.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ernest.
Thank you, Ernest.
Okay, that was a brilliant contribution there from Central Africa, precisely at the foot of Mount Cameroon. That is in Boya. Okay, we'll go back to Maryland and run off with David Van